Hello friends, today we are going to see the derivation of dimension analysis applied to forced convection or prove that Nu is equal to function of Prandtl into Reynolds. In forced convection, heat transfer, whenever we are going to calculate, we are using the formula Q is equal to H delta T. For calculation of Q, we require convective heat transfer coefficient H. Hence, convective heat transfer coefficient H is the most important factor. Let us assume that the heat transfer coefficient in forced convection is a function of following variable. So H is a variable of f of rho VL mu Cp K. F is a function of rho VL mu Cp K. So f of H into rho VL mu Cpk is equal to 0. So this is equation number 1. Here number of variables is equal to 7 and number of fundamental units is equal to 4. There are 4 fundamental units. Number of dimensionless group can be calculated as n minus m is equal to 7. Here 7 minus 4 means here 7 variables are there and fundamental units are 4. So the dimensional groups will be 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. So the dimensional groups can be expressed as f of pi 1, pi 2 and pi 3. In these total variables, repeating variables are rho, L, mu and K, and the variables other than repeating variables are H, phi and Cp. For calculation of pi 1, let us express the variable as H in terms of rho, L, mu and K. H in terms of rho, L, mu and K. We don't know the dimensional numbers, so dimensionless numbers till 8. So rho raised to a, L raised to b, mu raised to c and k raised to d. We have assumed these numbers and we are going to equate this as m raised to 0, L raised to 0, t raised to 0 and theta raised to 0, as these are the fundamental units. And for the pi to second variable, we express this phi in terms of these 4 repeating variables as rho, L, mu and k. Again we are going to assume their indices as rho raised to a, L raised to b, mu raised to c and k raised to d. And for pi 3, we are using the Cp variable in terms of repeating variable as Cp into rho raised to a, L raised to b, mu raised to c and k raised to d. Again we are equating these variables to m raised to L, L raised to 0, t raised to 0 and theta raised to 0. So while calculating pi 1, now dimensionless numbers pi 1, we know h. For h, dimension is m t raised to minus 3 theta raised to minus 1. And for rho means density, mass upon volume, mass m and volume is measured in terms of length, so L cube. So m L raised to minus 3, L raised to b, L raised to b. Mu is nothing but it is the kinematic viscosity. Its dimension is m L raised to minus 1, t raised to minus 1 raised to c, and k is the thermal conductivity and its dimensions m L t raised to minus 3 theta raised to minus 1. We are equating all these variables to m raised to 0, L raised to 0, t raised to 0, theta raised to 0, as their indices should be equal, exponent should be equal. So for calculating m, let us see 1 plus a plus c plus d is equal to 0. Here m raised to 1, here m raised to 0, m raised to a, m raised to c, m raised to d is equal to 0. For L, L raised to minus 3a plus L raised to b plus L raised to minus c plus L raised to minus D, sorry, L raised to plus D is equal to 0. And for T, time, T raised to minus 3 means minus 3, T raised to minus 3, T raised to minus 1 means T raised to minus 1 into C minus C, and T raised to minus 3 into D minus 3D is equal to 0. And for theta, theta raised to minus 1, theta raised to minus D, so is equal to 0. So finally we will get here directly D is equal to minus 1. Put this D is equal to minus 1 here, you will get C. Put this D and C in equation number 1, that is 1 plus A plus C plus D, you will get A, and ultimately you will get B. So once you get the values of A, B, C, D, so pi 1 is expressed as H rho raised to 0, L raised to 1, mu raised to 0 and K raised to minus 1. So pi 1 is equal to now HL, H into L divided by K, because rho raised to 0 is equal to 1 and mu raised to 0 is equal to 1. But Nusselt number Nu is equal to HL by K. So pi 1 is equal to HL by K is equal to Nu. Similarly, we are going to calculate the second variable, that is pi 2 phi in terms of rho L, mu and K, and similarly as that of for pi 1, we will get this equation A plus C plus D is equal to 0, 1 minus 3 plus 1 minus 3A plus B minus C plus D is equal to 0, and for T 1 minus 1 minus C minus 3 plus D is equal to 0 minus D is equal to 0. And if you solve these equations, you will get pi 2 is equal to rho VL divided by mu, and this rho VL divided by mu is nothing but it is the Reynolds number. Similarly, we are going to calculate pi 3. Pi 3 is expressed as Cp in terms of rho L, mu and K, and we have equated their indices, that is exponents, again equal to 0, and similarly we have calculated M, L, T and theta indices as A, B, C, D by solving these equations. That is minus 1 is equal to minus 1 minus D is equal to 0 means D is equal to minus 1. Put this here, you will get C, and put this A and D in the equation number 1, you will get A. Finally, we are moving towards calculation of pi 3. Pi 3 is nothing but Cp. So Cp rho raised to 0, L raised to 0, mu raised to 1, K raised to minus 1. So pi 3 is equal to mu Cp by K, and this is known as Prandtl number. Put all these values, that is f of pi 1, pi 2, pi 3 is equal to 0 as f of HL by K, rho VL by mu and Cp by K. So this pi 2 can be expressed as a function of pi 2 and pi 3. Pi 1 as a function of pi 2 and pi 3. So in Nusselt number Nu is equal to f of pi 2 and pi 3, means pi 2 is nothing but Reynolds number and pi 3 is nothing but it is a Prandtl number. So we get ultimately Nu is equal to f of Re into Pr, hence proof. Thanks.